Greetings! This channel is Eat Fat Grow Slim, because in order to grow slim you have to eat more fat. I know, it's crazy. Right, what if I told you that I could help transform your life in just 4 days? What if I told you that you could begin reversing type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes, reversing non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, start losing significant weight, lose the belly fat and begin reversing your obesity? What if I was to tell you at the same time you could enjoy your food and actually save money? What would you say to that? You would say, I'd like to give that a go. Now, let me ask you this. Are you willing to suffer for just 4 days? Maybe 5, maybe 3. For just 4 days, so that you might live maybe 5 years longer. Live more comfortably, in less pain, and with more confidence. And simply enjoy life more and for longer. Because there is a shockingly simple way of doing this. It sounds implausible, it sounds impossible, but in reality it's actually incredibly easy. And it took me 50 years to find out. But I want to tell you. I can sum it up in just a couple of sentences. They're going to sound a bit crazy, but after 50 years of trying to lose weight with calorie controlled diets and losing a lot and gaining it all back on again, this is the only thing that has ever truly worked for any length of time. 4 years actually. And it's quite simple. Here's what you do. What you have to do is have one absolutely fantastic, delicious, home cooked, real, low carb meal each day. A meal where you are completely satisfied, properly full and genuinely happy. And then you simply repeat. That's it. That's it. Now, those first 4 days can be a living hell as your body adjusts. But as soon as your body begins to burn its own fat, as your fatty liver starts to reduce, as your pre-diabetes and your type 2 diabetes begins to reverse, something quite remarkable happens. Your hunger starts to dissipate. Your hunger disappears. And the reason it disappears is because what you've done with this process is to make your body fat available as an energy source in a way that no other diet can. And that is the entire essence of it. It's how I lost 50 pounds in weight. It's how I was able to stop taking 5 out of the 7 medications I was on. And it's how I became leaner, how my mind became clearer. And oddly, 2 other things I wasn't expecting. The athlete's foot I had for 50 years disappeared, and so did the fungusy toenail. Who figured? Who could have figured that? And how I went from being breathless to walking this little chap. Do you want to go for a walk? For 3.5 miles every day without any problem at all. Woof woof. I'm not saying this is going to work for everyone, but I do believe this. Until you give it a try, a proper try, dedicate those 4 days, you're never really going to know, are you? If you want to learn how to do it properly, there are plenty of tips and ideas here on this channel. So, like and subscribe if this is sounding interesting to you. Have a great day and take the plunge. And just before I go, I'd like to acknowledge that I don't really look like that. That's just AI.